When I was married, my wife came with her daughter. I took care of both of them. That wasn't my daughter. I know what I was doing. I understand how it go when you raise somebody else's child. You basically setting yourself up to get told "fuck you" later on in life because of the mentality of the westernized woman. The westernized woman, if you raise her child, you help her raise her child. After her child is raised, they both will tell you "fuck you" and won't none one of them be in your life, and will make it seem like you the reason they not in your life. Well, look what you did. That's how the game go. But I'm saying, I got receipts.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, hope you subscribe. Big Corey Holcomb fan, and man, he be cutting up. I forgot the name of his YouTube channel, but if you look up Corey Holcomb, I'm pretty sure it'll pop up, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to that brother's channel. He is hilarious. Today we're going to be discussing something that was brought to my attention from a subscriber. There is a YouTuber by the name of Janelle Gordon. She's like running on 20,000 subscribers now. I used to follow her back when I used to listen and watch Donovan Sharp all the time, before he tried to shit on Passport Bros, and ever since then I stopped watching his channel. He was the only channel that I was ever a member of. Obviously I cut that membership off. And I've heard of some new drama going on with him. I ain't even waste my time addressing it because, like they say, man, you eat the meat, spit out the bones, man. That's pretty much what I've taken from that situation after he tried to shit on Passport Bros. But Janelle Gordon was over here on, I think, Valuetainment podcast, I believe so correctly. And she was, how can I put this? She was trying to, it was almost as if like she was trying to convince men that they should marry or date single moms, but at the same time trying to shame them for not dating single moms, but at the same time trying to understand why they wouldn't. But I'm going to show you an old clip from about a year ago that kind of contradicts what you're going to see later on. Let's keep it moving.
I have to work 10 times harder to make sure that my son is getting that masculine energy on a consistent basis from coaches, from things like that, all this sort of thing, and that he sees what like healthy African American successful men look like, right? That are alpha and that are beta, because I will refuse for my son to grow up beta. That's a death sentence, and there's so many women that are settling for beta men because they're like, well, at least he's monogamous. At least he'll stay with me.
Or they are career-driven women and they've decided they want to be the CEO at work and at home.
That's correct. And that's detrimental for the bedroom, which is why, most couples today are not having sex that often. They're having sex, on holidays, on birthdays, Christmas, New Year's, that type of thing. Blowjobs, those are not happening. They're almost obsolete. It's like the kiss of death when you get married.
Notice she said that she didn't want her son to be around beta. She doesn't want her son to grow up to be a beta. But check out this next clip that we're going to go over and break down, and pay attention to how she describes what a real man is when it comes to dating a single mom.
This is where I need your help. How many people here have kids? Tracy? Janelle? So there's two of you ladies. Okay. Don't look around. Look right at me. Raise your red or your green. Should men date single moms? Hold it up high. Hold it up high. Pixie? We have... Okay, guys, I don't flicker it.
They're in between.
We have red, we have green, 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 green. So most of it is green.
So let me get this straight. I'm sorry. I'm going to try my best not to stop this too much because this is going to be a little bit longer. But don't y'all find it a bit weird? And this is just going to show you how strong the sisterhood is. let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 women on the panel. Only 2 of the women raised their hands saying that they have children. Explain to me why come out of 11 women, it seems that about 8 or 9 of y'all are in agreement that men should date single moms, but most of y'all aren't even single moms or have children.
What is that? Wait a minute, what the hell?
But y'all shame men for coming together and having each other's back? Oh my God, bro. Y'all, women are full of shit.
4 or 5 of you is red. So Tracy, you put your green
okay.
up because you're a single mom.
Yes.
Sell us on why one of these gentlemen should be your new boy toy baby daddy situation.
No, I think that there's people in the world for everybody. I don't think anyone should be my son's father. I think someone that's going to come to my life will love me and eventually end up loving my son, but I am not looking for a baby daddy. I am looking for a partner.
Stop the cap.
And that's the difference. So nobody's replacing that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what would you say to the guy that's like, I don't even know, you're hot, you're cool, you're great. I can't even get over the fact that you have a kid, and as dope as you are, I'm mentally blocked.
Then that means that that's not the person for me.
Not quite what I was saying.
Okay.
You can't make this shit up.
Typical response. That is a coping mechanism response that women have created to shield their ego. But men are supposed to be the ones with the bigger egos.
Can I jump on with
Sure, yeah.
Because I have a lot to say, and I'll be brief, but I want to make a few points. First of all, you guys are all obviously talented and very much so respected in your fields, including yourself. And I know your battle with having children back and forth. But
What's my battle?
well, you said you're
I'm gonna have kids one day.
Yeah,
with
one
the-
day,
with
but
the-
like
with the
when you were always like asking your friends, you really like it? Like, you know.
What's sex, guys? I've
Okay.
never heard of this
Anyway,
thing. What do you do with this?
Complimenting us
What
about
they're
this,
naked.
something
What I
like
will
that.
say,
Yeah.
first of all, as there's a lot of single moms who have given single moms like myself a really bad rap. And they use men for resources, and they put their children before their serious committed persons, whoever, if they're married or not, before their needs, like their spouse's needs, right? And I don't agree with that if it's a long-term serious thing. So I think that that's to be said for why probably a lot of you, and more reason you said, I don't want to raise two kids. And that's honest, and I appreciate that. However, what I will say, the men that I've met and that I've dated and that have proposed to me, they wanted to marry me and they wanted to be a stepfather to my son if I wanted that, right? Now, the thing about me that's different from most women is, even though I'm very masculine in how I'm speaking now, because I'm trying to make a point, I'm very feminine, and I let the man take the lead. And I don't try to say, my son and I are so cool, we're the best. No, I let a man be gracious to me because I'm feminine and I serve his needs. I make sure his sexual needs are served. I make sure that his tummy is full. And my son never goes without, trust me. He's been to 14, 15 countries already.
Yeah.
So I think the difference is that some men, no disrespect to y'all,
Right.
are not cut out for that, because it takes a very extremely high alpha man, I think, that would be willing to say, listen, I saw all of you grimace. I watched all your facial expressions. Hold on, let me finish momentarily. That would be willing to step in and raise someone else's son. That takes a very brave, bold man. And there are men out there in the world who will do it when they see the value of a woman that's serving them and saying, listen, yes.
Did you say that there were...
But, ma'am, you know the reason why they grimace. Because you use the word alpha male to describe somebody that would step in and play stepdad. But I just played a clip of you earlier saying that you don't want to raise your son to be beta. What is more beta than a man coming in and raising a child that's not his with a woman at your age that, because from what I'm hearing, I thought she was only like 41, 42, 43. She's actually closer to 50. Supposedly she's 49. I didn't realize she was that old already. So, and she still wants to have another child or two. So I'm like, how is this going to work? Let's keep it moving.
Were men that openly came into your life and wanted
Yes.
to help raise your kid?
Yes.
Where are they now?
Well, I was going to tell
Why
you.
didn't they make the cut?
Well, first of
Niggas are so alpha.
Hold on. First of all, I didn't choose that, and here's why. And I won't get into my personal. I'll just give you one example. He's very famous. He's in the personal development world. He's on Tony Robbins' stage, more than Tony is. So if you know the Tony Robbins world, you know who he is, and he's your color. Anyways, he was a lot older than me, and he didn't want to have more children, and I do. I'm going to have at least one or two more. So for me, that was he was very invested in my son, but I said, you know what? I'm waiting for that person who wants to build our own family too. He adopts my son and we have one together. And so that's what I'm doing. And so I'm right now choosing to give my son a beautiful life. He travels with me around the world. I run my business. He gets to go to my retreats, etc. And that's what I do. And so I know I'm rare, but I do think it's a huge missed opportunity that men are passing on really good single moms like myself because they feel some type of way about it. And like she said, that's your prerogative. But you're also missing the most feminine, nurturing woman on the planet, or that I've been.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little bit disappointed in her. I really am. I really am. For somebody who talks about masculinity, holding women accountable the way she does, and then to turn around and get on a podcast and say this in front of a bunch of guys. Some of these guys I think she's probably worked with before on podcasts before. I know this isn't her first time on Valuetainment, but man, it's sad to see that because, like I said, she has a son. You don't want him to be beta, but let's be honest here, man. The only man you're gonna be able to keep in that position is a beta, and all the reason why you've been able to get a few alphas here and there to come into your world and even entertain you is because of the way you look and the fact that you are so sexual. Because when she says she go do these retreats, those are sex retreats. So she's a very, very sexual person. You feel me? And I don't want to get into too much of her past, but she used to do, yeah. So because you look like that and because you're such a sexual person, men are definitely going to entertain her. That's the reason why she's been able to have access to the men that she has. It has nothing to do with, oh, I'm just such a great person and me and my son are just such a great package. Because she said so herself. She's had all these super alpha guys that have came to her, proposed to her, but none of them have made the cut. You've met so many of these guys that were willing to deal with you, but none of them made the cut, even including the ones that wanted to marry you. Says a lot. Says a lot. And I also want to say something else. Y'all need to understand that when women talk like this is another form of manipulation. To be honest with you, sometimes when they speak like this, I don't even think they realize that they're doing it. Because most women speak like this. This is kind of like underhand shaming, underhand guilt shaming. That's all this is. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description, as well as my latest mixtape, Neo Trap Volume 2. And if you want to purchase any other merch, spreadshot.com link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all, deuces.